Today we're going to play with these special chips, okay? Can you tell me what color those are?
A lot of the tasks that we do in the lab involve kids playing naturally or exploring a space. Kids are constantly making decisions about what they should explore, what they should seek out, what information they'll gain as a result of that. The research lab is focused on studying topics relating to attention, learning, and curiosity. This particular project is about metacognition, which is thinking about thinking. The research was done with adults, but we have reason to expect that the same processes that exist in adults for guiding their learning also would apply to children.
In our experiment, we used the word DAXY. You're presented essentially with some shape. You're then asked, is this shape DAXY? Let's say you say yes. You then receive feedback saying you were correct or you were incorrect. We also asked them, how certain are you that you know what DAXY means? You might have gotten the first 16 trials correct, but if you then, for one reason or another, get the next 4 or 5 wrong, you're more likely now to say you're not certain, simply because you got the last few trials wrong.
We know that in order to learn new things, you have to first detect that there's a gap between what you currently know and what you could know. So understanding how certainty works and other metacognitive processes can inform us about how kids learn, what they become curious about, and what they seek out.
There's this well-known finding that people are notoriously unaware of what they don't know. If you have high curiosity about this topic that you don't know about, you're going to be able to fill in these holes in your knowledge. If you are consistently overestimating how much you know about the topic, you're going to think that gap is really small. And so your curiosity is going to be really small.
The potential applications of this is for understanding why people are certain when they shouldn't be, why they stick with beliefs that are false despite the fact that there's evidence to the contrary out there. They think that they know everything, so they're not curious and don't seek out the information that could correct the misconceptions that they have. Another important direction is understanding how these metacognitive processes, like the formation of certainty, impact children in the classroom and children's learning outcomes.
If I could give advice for all of us, it would be, don't be afraid to readjust and revise your beliefs, because it turns out that we're often wrong even when we don't think we are.